Hello, my dear. Ron Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Don't think I've done a reading for you before, but I do a lot. I don't remember everybody. So I like to explain real quick. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. So I try to describe the picture the best that I can. This is non-exact science. We communicate the best way we can. So sometimes you got to stretch it outside the box a little bit. Don't get all the details, but he'll give me enough that you should understand what he's talking about. It's the best way we can communicate. Communicate the best we can. So we're going to talk to your grandfather today. Somebody used to call him Billy Boy. Somebody used to call him Billy Boy. He says, remember when you were little and you used to do this to his whiskers. So he's trying to validate that it's him. Remember what they smelled like. Remember what they felt like. Remember what they felt like when he would brush them up against your face. You will smell that. You will feel that. He says you already have. When you do now, make sure you validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more signs if you want more signs. That's your free will choice. Totally up to you. He's listening to some kind of music, and I want to say reggae music. I don't even know sure what the heck reggae music is. Something a little different. It's not hard rock and roll. He says Bob Seger. But that's not what he was listening to. He just happened to mention he liked him. So, okay. So, small children and animals can see them, hear them with no problem. Till the kids get to be about 9 or 10 years old. And then kids kind of look around, they go, oh, society's going to say I'm crazy if I tell them I see my grandpa who is gone. So then we kind of shut it down. All of us at some point had an imaginary friend that was really not an imaginary friend when we were real little, if you think back. So I don't know how old your kids are, but if you've seen them when they were little, reach up and do like this, playing with his beard. What is it? Did everybody play with his beard? Doing that in the air. That's because he was sitting there playing with them. There's one of them that does it in their sleep now. Reaches up beside him and goes something along this line, almost like they're stroking a dog or something. So know that that one sees him a lot. He's there a lot. He's a very strong presence for that one. And it's not like he has to guard them because they're in danger or anything, but he feels very strong about protecting this one. Not that he doesn't do it with the other ones. He's just showing this one at this time. He's showing kind of dancing in the living room. And well, he's not doing swing dancing, and he's not doing line dancing, and he's not sure what kind of dancing that is, but his boots, he's just kind of dancing, just some music going on. So you'll hear the sound of those boots really soft, I think. I don't think it'll be very loud at all. So if there's some music playing on the radio or the TV or whatever, and you hear this little like steps, it doesn't have to be in the living room, but that's just the way he's showing it at this point. Okay, he's showing you sitting on a couch. There's a window behind you. There's curtains, and the curtains move. He's moving behind you, even though the couch could be right up against the window, against the wall. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because we're pure energy when we leave. We leave this heavy vehicle of a body here. So if out of the corner of your eye you think you see the curtain move, know that that's real. He says you have seen it. That's just his energy moving by there, right? Staying close to you. He's trying to bring you like a stronger energy, but not in an ego type way. He says sometimes you need to grab your balls. Sometimes you grab your balls too much. He says you need to soften that, make it a level playing field in between. Be compassionate, be loving, be kind, but don't be a doormat. I love you. I do keep an eye on you. It kind of came out of my voice like, yeah, I keep an eye on you. It's not like that. Not like that at all. He was just kind of being very matter of fact about it. Yes, I do. Keep an eye on you. Make sure everything's okay. I promise you 1,000% he can hear you. He can see you. It's kind of like they're just in the next room. They're still here. You just can't hear them and see them. But they can hear you and see you. So what was what was he good at here? What was he good at with the relationship between you and him? I always tell people, if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in here, don't ask Uncle Joe for financial advice once he gets up there because he didn't do it here, he doesn't understand how it worked here. So you ask them for help with whatever they were good at doing or interacting with you or helping you with here. They cannot override your free will choice. You have to ask for the help, and then you have to be willing to accept it. You can't be bullheaded. He's saying that's what he's saying. He's saying you can't be bullheaded and then not accept it the way that it comes because it's the best way for you. Just let it play out. Don't know for sure what area he's talking about. They know best, and it's their show. I let them do whatever they want within reason. And when did you decide that? So whatever you just thought of, he's asking, when did you decide that? I hear guitar music. Did he play guitar? Was he in a band? Maybe he just liked listening to music. But I'm hearing just the guitar music. He says, sometimes we do things we shouldn't. Sometimes we do things that are not right. But we need to be right with our soul. I'm not sure if he's talking about you or him, or that was him and he's giving you that advice. Now, so yeah, he's talking about himself. He's giving you that advice. He says, tweak it, do it just a little different than I did. But follow your heart, follow your soul. Because that's nobody else's business, darling. Okay, he's shown me that you either have or you're going to start seeing these bright flashes of light. Not like a whole big ball of light, but like a really little bright light. And then a little bright light. Just these little, I think you're going to see them more in your peripheral vision, your kind of side vision. Don't even know how to describe these. Do it again. It's like a bright light right there, just kind of boom. And then one a little bit dimmer over here, boom. And it's not coming at me. It's not really moving. It's just showing and then dissipating. But it's extremely bright. It's kind of almost like a welding light, like when you weld. Or maybe he was a welder, but that's going to be one of his signs that he says, don't think there's anything wrong with your eyes. That's going to be a sign from him. So when you get a sign from him, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more if you want more. That's your free will choice. Or you can ask him to stop. That's always asking for something different and unique for the people I read for, instead of just the coins and cardinals and butterflies like everybody knows. So that will be specifically between you and him. Now, this child's going to see it too. Okay, there's a specific song that's going to come on. I believe the radio, can be the TV, could be video on Facebook. Doesn't think it's going to be on the radio, but it's got the word hair in it, Hair. He's not giving me the name of the song. So if you're driving down the road and you're just kind of not really paying attention and you hear the word hair in a song, pay attention. Also, at that same moment, look around and see what's going on. The title of the song could have his name in it. The artist could have his name in it. There could be something on a billboard, or the bumper sticker in front of you, or the license plate in front of you, or something at the same time. So he's stressing it more in the vehicle. He's not even giving me any indication like what type of music it is. So it doesn't really matter. He'll figure it out. Electronics is really easy for them. He'll figure it out. I want you to know how much I love you. I should have hugged you a few more times. I'm proud of how strong you are. That's in our DNA. Kind of does one of these. Yeah, he's proud. It's in our DNA. And again, he says, don't let anybody walk on you. We don't do that. Oh, and look, I got a hair in my mouth. After I talked about hair, I don't know where that came from. It wasn't there a minute ago. So no, If you get a hair in your mouth, another sign. Talk about hair in the song and hair in my mouth. That'll be another sign. Validate him, acknowledge him. If you don't like that one, tell him, hey, I don't like that one. Let's not do that again. He says, I'm closer than you think. Call on me whenever you need me. I am yours. Totally devoted to you. There's a song by Olivia Newton-John, Totally Devoted to You, something like that. Hang on, let me ask her. Alexa. So know that he is hopelessly devoted to you. He said he doesn't like the word hopeless. That's not the right word, but that's the song I was hearing when he said the, whatever, however it was he said it. Anyway, he says, I just wanted to pop in and let you know how much I love you, and I am still around. Talk to him all you want to. He can hear you. Cry on his shoulder. Talk your heart out. He's not going to tell your secrets. That's what he says. He's not going to tell your secrets. Okay. Much love to you, my dear. He's leaving. Sorry, this took a little bit, but I'm always booked up for a few days. I've always got a list going on. I'll never be dial-a-psychic. That's what I tell people. I always got a list of people needing help, needing some healing. So thank you for being patient. Much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Thank you for allowing me to be his voice. Later.